Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the program. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting us from. We appreciate you. We welcome you to this very program. Please like and share the program on your platform. Like and share to family and friends. Share to anyone that is close to
promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. Oh Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children, the Ephics and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isodom. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you, I had in Sosine Bigebi. He said,
He say, welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on this very program today. Wherever you are connecting to this program from, I say welcome, welcome, and welcome once again. I appreciate you as you connect to this program. My special thanks and greetings go to people who are watching us from Biafra land. Those who are already watching and those who are going to join us in time to come, I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect every one of you. I thank those who are watching from any part of the zoo. If you are watching from any part of Africa, from Asia, Europe, America, Australia, America, Canada, New Zealand, if you are watching from Russia, you're watching from China, I appreciate you and I welcome you to this program. Please, as you join this program, I urge you to kindly like and share the program. Share to all platforms that you belong. Share to family and friends. Anyone that you know that is supposed to be hear us, please share to them, including those who are stubborn, the enemies. You can share to them, let them hear our viewpoints. We have come once again to do what we know how to do best. If you are joining us for the very first time, I want you to understand that this platform is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where we stand, unshaken. In this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach lie or attack individuals. We don't come here to blackmail or preach falsehood. No. What we do in this platform is to encourage Biafrans across the world to know what is right and follow it up. What we do here is to wake up the consciousness of Biafran people to continue to hold on to their right and never give up that right that belongs to them. These are rights that Chukwu Okike Abiama gave them. And even the world, in the world order, accepts these rights. And these rights are the right to self-determination, the right to self-defense, and the right to life. I come here on daily basis to remind you of these rights, that they are your right that you must not gamble with. You must hold it dearly to your heart and do not allow anybody to make you feel otherwise. Some people will make you feel that you are committing a crime in order to cover you. Some people will make you feel as if you are doing something wrong. You are doing nothing wrong. In fact, you are the one that is obeying the law and following the procedure. Another thing I have to remind you is that when you see Biafrans engaging in civil disobedience is a legitimate way of people airing their opinion in a government democratically. It is a democratic way of expression. Civil disobedience. There is not a violent call. When you see us come out and say, sit at home, it is not a violent call. It is a way to air your opinion, more especially when you are dealing with tyrants who cannot listen. The only way you can make your point heard is by civil disobedience. And that is what we have chosen. The most peaceful way of airing our opinion, civil disobedience. We have chosen it. And we will continue to hold on to it until Biafra comes. Because from all indication, the civil disobedience is yielding fruit. Don't allow anyone to tell you otherwise. I welcome everybody that have joined on this platform today. First of all, I welcome Emenike Chibo. Thank you so much for joining, Emenike Chibo. Daniel Chisom Obonna. Thank you so much for joining, Daniel Chisom Obonna. George Money. Thank you so much for joining, my brother George Money. Thank you so much for joining. Michi Bossa. Thank you so much for joining, Machi Bossa. Please, if I pronounce your name wrongly, don't get offended. Okenwa Ogada, thank you so much for joining. Okenwa, I appreciate you so much for joining. AFB Global, thank you so much for joining. AFB Global, I appreciate you. Amuzie Simon, I appreciate you. Amuzie Simon, you're always here. I appreciate support. Thank you so much for joining. And every joining later, Wherever you are connecting from, I appreciate you and I welcome you to this very program. We have come once again to do what we know how to do best. And as I always said, in this very platform, we put up a link for you to make use of that link and air your opinion. As you are coming online to make your opinion, you must be civil with your statements. No insult. In everything you are saying, it is not compulsory that you must agree with everything I say. You must not agree with everything I say here. If you have a superior argument, bring it on. But in the course of the argument, please keep it civil. We disagree to agree. This very platform belongs to the Biafran program. Speaking on behalf of Biafrans, if there's any confusion you have in this agitation, bring it on. Click the link, come on, and say your mind. Say it the way you feel it without being politically correct. We are going to tackle it. If I don't have the answer to it, I will make sure that people come out and give you the answer that you require. In this very platform, we express ourselves without being politically correct. We say it exactly the way it is, without insult to anybody. We don't come here to attack or insult. Even if you're a one Nigerianist and you feel that you have a superior argument, be bold enough to click that link and join us so that you can express yourself. You never can tell. You might win us over or we win you over. Even if you're not a Biafran, you're from other planets or other countries or any place at all you're from, and you want to ask us questions, there are certain things that is confusing you about the restoration of Biafra or the plight of the Biafran people. There are certain things we are doing that you are being confused about or you're being deceived about. Wrong information you're getting about Master Simon Epa, the wrong information you're getting about Master Nanika, the wrong information you're getting about the Biafran people. Feel free to click that link, come on and bring it on. Let us trash it once and for all. Most importantly, the Biafran people. Any word of encouragement you have for Biafran people, feel free to click that link and come on and make your point heard. You are free to express yourself in any Biafran language. When I say Biafran language, you know Biafra comprises of many languages, many tribes. I am talking about the old southeastern region, the present south and the southeast to the lower Benue. If you are in any area where your mother is tying 2 pieces of wrapper, you are a Biafran, and this message is for you. Feel free to come in. If you want to speak to your own particular people that you want to speak to them in a language they will understand. Any language of Biafra is accepted in this very platform. You can use your broken English, you can use English, you can use any other language, any other Biafran language, and you will be allowed to say what you want to say. As long as you want to reach out to a particular audience, they will listen to you and hear you. I hope that people are going to use that opportunity to express themselves. Today we have come once again, as we always do, and today we are going to talk about one of the issues we've been talking about all the time. Our superior have hammered on it so many times. That's why I tell you that most of the things we are saying today are just revisions. Please like and share this program. I beg you in the name of Chukwu Okike. In the name of Chukwu Okike, as you join this program, the only way you can support this program is by liking and sharing. You click like and you share. Share to any platform you belong to, family and friend, anybody that's close to you. We want to have a full house. The only way we can be able to reach out to a full house is by you helping us to share. Click like, give us the thumbs up, and you share. The social media is not friendly with us, more especially as we are preaching the gospel of Biafra. They are not friendly with us. They make sure they press us down and make us look small at all times. But they cannot succeed in doing that if you continue to share and continue to click like on the program. They will have no choice than to promote the program. Once you are liking the program and sharing, the algorithm will trigger every other person to witness the program and then join us. So I appreciate every one of you who has cooperated and following up. And I believe we are going to make a headway and we'll have a full house today. So going back to our discussion today, we want to talk about a particular topic that Mazen Nanekan has hammered on several times. That is why I tell you that everything we are doing today are revision. There's nothing I'm going to tell you now that you have not had before. There is nothing I am going to say here that you have not had.
Most of the things we come online to say are things that are just before you, but you ignore them. So many points we are making here are things that you already know, but you ignore them. You don't take them serious. You don't take them to heart. So the more we come on program and hammer on these issues, we bring your mind to them, bring back your mind to them. We wake up your consciousness on that. You begin to remember it. That is the most important reason why we are coming online. It is not that we have a strange message that I've not had before. I'm not here to present for you something that you have not heard before. These are things you are hearing almost on daily basis, but you are not paying attention. That is why we are repeating it for emphasis. And today, we are going to talk on the issue that says, serve the zoo and come back in shame. Serve the Zoological Republic and do what? Come back in shame. The battle is raging. As Edward Nonu continues, the battle is raging. Serve the zoo and come back in shame. You know, that phrase, Mazen Nandekano use it a lot. He uses it a lot. And when you hear it said by Mazen Nandekano, some of us don't pay attention. We think he's just saying it to make us happy. Or he's just saying this to keep himself busy. No, it is a reality. Every statement that is being made by our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano or our Prime Minister, all you need to do is to take a step backward, go back and check that statement and think about it, look towards it, and you see that it is nothing but the truth. It is nothing but the truth. Serve the zoo and come back in shame. And I want you to look back and see every single one of them that have served that very zoo. These are people who serve with their time, their money, and everything. At the end of the day, what do they come back with? Shame, disgraced. It does not matter what you do to these people, they are going to dump you. It does not matter what you give to them. It does not matter how you serve them. You are going to come back disgraced. In fact, your serving them is making yourself a willing tool. You won't allow them to use you against your own people. And that is one of their aims. Each time you make yourself available, they will use you against your own people and they will dump you. Certainly, they will definitely dump you. And how on earth do you think that someone would trust somebody who doesn't, who betrayed his own brother? How can you think that somebody, a reasonable person, will trust somebody that betrayed his own brother? It is not possible. Only a fool will think that after betraying your brother, your enemy will not trust you. Let me tell you, after the betrayal, you are going to be the first target to be taken out. And we have seen it happen again and again and again and again. But we are not paying attention. Serve the Zoological Republic and come back in shame. Look at Goodluck Jonathan. Do you know that Goodluck Jonathan did everything possible to please the North? Goodluck Jonathan did everything possible. In fact, the northern part of Nigeria, we are enjoying the Goodluck John Jonathan government more than any other region. They enjoyed it more than any other region. He gave them a free hand. It was even in his regime that he tried as much as possible to clamp down on this Boko Haram that they formed against him. But yet, Goodluck Jonathan became their worst enemy. They went to the extent of even galvanizing people in the southern part of Nigeria, including people from Goodluck Jonathan area. They revolted against him. Goodluck Jonathan went to the extent of building Almajiri schools to educate them to have education. Goodluck did tremendously well in the northern part of Nigeria. What Goodluck did for the northerns, Buhari did not do one quarter. In terms of security, in terms of progress, in terms of infrastructure. But yet, they threw stone on Goodluck Jonathan. When Goodluck Jonathan came to campaign, they attacked his convoy, burnt down the vehicle, a president, and he never reacted. When he was there, he was serving, making sure that the northern part of Nigeria, we are very comfortable. He built the number of schools Goodluck Jonathan built during his time. It has never, ever happened in the north. Even some of them, after they have seen the vampire, the late Muhammadu Buhari, they now begin to confess about the good work of Goodluck Jonathan. But while he was there, they shut their doors. They don't care. As long as it is somebody from the southern part of Nigeria as the president, they don't want it. All they had in mind that it was the northern Nigerian turn. It was their turn, it was their turn, it was their turn. They were still fighting to imagine how can an infidel be a president in that zone. They can't take it. And they try everything possible to bring him down after he has served diligently. Goodluck Jonathan was in the right path, even up to the extent of going into the constitutional conference. He organized constitutional conference to make sure that Nigeria is renegotiated and everyone will live at peace, including you that want a caliphate. You will have it. But while Goodluck Jonathan went on that path, they hated him the more. Every one of you can remember how much fuel was being sold in Nigeria. Petrol was being sold. You know how much gas was being sold in Nigeria when Goodluck was there. And yet, there were protests. When there were a little increase, there were protests cheered by the people in the southern part of Nigeria. Surprise, right? Sponsored and cheered by people from the southern part of Nigeria to take him out. A Biafran, even though he's not an Igbo Biafran. They fought him right, left, and center. The subsidy today that has become a heated argument, subsidy, Goodluck Jonathan made attempt of removing it with a good and solid plan, even when he has people that are mentally sound, people that are economically sound. He has the best economic team, and he was able to remove, his plan was to remove the subsidy, and he has a solid plan that would have made that subsidy go. They fought him in broad daylight. They fought him and fought anything that he stand with. They fought him and made sure that he didn't see the light of the day. Okonji Iweala, our own daughter, brought different kinds of strategies and policies to see that Nigeria goes on the right path. They fought her, stand still. They fought her, right, left, and center, including kidnapping her parents. You want to serve the zoo, right? You want to serve the zoo. That is why when you see the London boy came up and say he's going to do miracle, I was just laughing. When the London boy came up, and I was asking people, do you think that the London boy is much more intelligent or much more kind than Goodluck Jonathan? Do you think that he had a better plan than Goodluck Jonathan? Goodluck Jonathan had the balls to confront the Constitution. He has the balls to confront the Constitution and started the Constitutional Conference, where the zoological people will be renegotiated. He was walking that path, and that was one of the things that triggered this North to go and begin to campaign against him and even used his fellow Southerners to fight him to a standstill. And they succeeded. If Goodluck Jonathan, with the independence he had that time, could not do it, you think that somebody like Peter Obi, who we know will be removed by all means, can do it. You are a joker. Serve the zoo and come back a shame. With all those things these people did, where are they today? How were they celebrated? Nothing. You remember our daughter that served the zoo with her own heart and whole life. She gave her life in that service. Dora Akunyele. Dora Akunyele. That was giving her life to build a nation. She gave everything without sentiment. She never took anything back. She lost her life serving the zoo. Which one are you going to count? Come to the present criminals today who are in the policies, who claim to be serving the zoo in these present policies. The politicians you know today, all the politicians you know today who are serving, they are all bunch of criminals. Even when they serve, to serve and serve and serve and serve, do everything the zoo told them to do. What happened to them? Today they are sharing tears. Look at Rochas Okorocha. Rochas Okorocha has invested in the north. He went to this, he can speak Hausa more than an Hausa person in order to win their soul. He has invested there everything, financially, time, whatever. But when the time came, when he wanted to look into leadership, what happened? What happened? Rochas Okorocha was the first person that laid the foundation of the Janjaweed coming into Imo State. Rochas Okorocha, in order to put himself on a better pedestal to be a president, he was he was the first person that handed over Imo State to the Janjaweed. Rochas Okorocha. He will be held responsible for everything that is happening for in Imo State today. Rochas Okorocha is part of it. He was the first person, even when the whole of southeastern part of Nigeria rejected the late Muhammad Buhari, Rochas Okorocha was with him. And Rochas Okorocha brought them in. At the end, you see how his day ended. You see how he ended. When the time came, he was in his own room crying, and the DSS broke through the ceiling and entered his house. They took him like a baby. And after that, Rochas Okorocha became irrelevant politically. Rochas Okorocha, who was parading himself as the Lord in policies in the southeast, they crushed him in the twinkling of an eye. Today, Rochas Okorocha is gone and gone for good. Serve the zoo and come back in shame or dead. Look at the one they call himself Ojuzokalo. Look at the one they call Ojuzokalo that sold part of Abia State to the Janjaweed in order to please them. Where is he today? Where is he today? Ojuzokalo that even betrayed his own people. He said that their people should not talk about presidency. You don't have to look there. Simply because he was targeting the Senate president. Selfish and self-centered individuals who care about themselves alone. This is what these politicians are, from A to Z. Every single politician, from the local government chairman up to the highest politician in Biafra land, they are the same. Self-centered. They don't care about you. Neither do they care about me. Whatever battle they are fighting today is about them. And you saw that play out in Ojuzokalo. Ojuzokalo rejected the presidency. He doesn't want to be part of it. But when he comes to Senate president, that was where he was parading himself, positioning himself to go in. And when he lost it, he was shedding tears. And he said, in his own word, the country is not favorable to some of us. Own word. This country is not favorable to some of us. And ask me, who are that some of them? Individuals, individual interests, personal interests. This is what they're pursuing. And you see how he has ended in shame, in disgrace, in tears. And it has not ended. Today, he has become crippled and irrelevant. Serve the zoo and come back in shame. And today, as we wake up yesterday or the day before yesterday, something is still playing out among the lawyers of our Supreme Court and Nandekan. Serve the zoo and come back in shame. All of us, we are here. When Allah Yejimako was performing very well, bringing informations, doing the right things, we all supported him. Everybody supported him. Our prime minister supported him. Our prime minister backed him up, spoke on his behalf on several occasions. But all of a sudden, he allowed himself to be used. Allah Yejimako decided to serve the devil. From that moment, he decided to serve the devil when he brought out a letter and said, Mazen Nandekan wrote. When he knew that Mazen Nandekan never wrote a letter, he brought it in the open. He began to challenge our prime minister. He began to say several things that he's not supposed to say. That became his fall. From that moment, he decided to serve the zoo. He wanted to serve the enemy. From that moment, his glory disappeared. I love my Biafra, but that's one thing with this Biafra struggle. One thing you must know in this Biafra struggle, it does not matter how popular you are. It does not matter how relevant you think you are. You are only relevant because you are doing the right thing. That is why I love Biafrans. You are only relevant because you are doing the right thing. Don't be carried away because Biafrans love you. Biafrans are watching you. Biafrans are clapping for you. Ride on. And you think you've arrived. Step out of line. Step out of line one day and see what will happen to you. Go and serve the devil and see what will happen to you. The Biafrans will desert you automatically. And there's no two ways about it. Any day you make any step of walking away from the right thing, the Biafrans will desert you completely. Serve the zoo and come back in shape. Today, look at Aloy Ejimako. Aloy Ejimako today have lost his glory. And it's not even after that. Today, they are disgracing him. They are even planning to disgrace him openly. They have already disgraced him on the extent that he doesn't even have access to Mazen Nanikan anymore. This was the person that was on top of the whole issue. At a point in time, it was he, before he brought that evil letter. Before he brought that evil letter, it was Aloy Ejimako who has the accurate information, who has access to Mazen Nanikan firsthand. Aloy Ejimako was the person who has direct and right access to Mazen Nanikan. But after he betrayed, after he served the zoo with their letter, that became his end. They barred him from seeing Mazen Nanikan. After they have used him, they dumped him. And as if that's not enough, today, they are waging war against him to take him out. And they're not doing it in the secret. Most of you who saw the tweet, you saw the tweet that the Karawat lawyer made. The Karawat lawyer is challenging him now openly. The Karawat lawyer is challenging him openly. And you know what that means? Serve the zoo and come back in shame. How can you imagine that the two lawyers of Mazen Nanikan are going loggerheads in the open, challenging each other in the open? Now you begin to understand that something is wrong somewhere. Now you understand. If you betray onye gburu nwanne ya abụrụkwa odogwu. Onye gburu nwanne ya abụrụ odogwu. There is no way you will betray your brother and your enemy will trust you. It is impossible. They will only use you to take out your brother. After they use you to take out your brother, you are the next. Because they have common sense also. They'll be thinking, a man that can sell out his own brother for porridge, what won't he do for a stranger? For a stranger. For a stranger, he can take out a stranger for a stick of cigarette. So they are not going to spare you. If you think they will spare you, they will never, ever, ever spare you. Serve the zoo and come back in shame. In the same vein, look at every one of them who have sold out. Every one of them who participated in selling Mazen Nanikan out. Every one of them. See their condition today. Are they not in shame? Those of them or Igbo people who sold Mazen Nanikan because of presidency, common presidency. You sold your own son. You planned his kidnap. All the governors who contributed to that kidnap, where are they today? How is their conditions? Did they get what they wanted? Some of them were looking for vice president. Did they get it? They never did. As something as vice president, they sold Mazen Nanikan for vice president. They couldn't get it. The who we are talking about Igbo presidency, that they know that is impossible. And they sold Mazen. What is their condition today? Very irrelevant. Nobody knows if they exist or not. They are not respected outside, neither are they respected inside. They have lost every legitimacy, everything that makes them whom they are. Serve the zoo and come back in shame. The Department of Saboteurs, who were part of the kidnapping of Nanikan, those who entered and joined intentionally, and those who entered in afterthought. Where are they today? Everyone that found himself, everyone that found himself in what happened to Mazen Nandekano, that is members of that Department of Sabotua. When I say Department of Sabotua, I mean the DOS. I don't like mentioning them on my program. That is why I use my terms, Department of Sabotua. Every one of them that participated from the beginning, and those that who entered into afterthought to betray Mazen Nandekano and collect their share. How are they doing today? How are they faring? How are they faring? Some of them for more than a year, we have not heard from them. We don't even know if they are alive or not. Some are in a very critical condition. That money has finished. Everyone that participated in selling Mazen, how they do and come back in shame. It does not matter what you do. The enemy you betrayed your brother for can never ever trust you. Never. After selling your brother, oh, your enemy will pamper you. You will be the next target and they will take you down. Definitely. You can't afford that. You're welcome, my beloved brother. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Judge Bonnie, thank you
Thank
for
you.
joining. You're welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Uh, I want to make some little contribution before I want to go somewhere.
Okay, my brother, you're
Uh,
welcome. Go on.
thank you very much for the good work. Thank you very much for the good work. I've listened. What you said is nothing but the truth, and our leader have said it. There is one story I want to tell some Biafrans. This one happens to my grandfather, the man that gave birth to my father. Gone, gone, gone. In my community those days, my grandfather is a strong man. He fought war to claim the village where I come from. He fought a brutal war. Even to today, we still see the gun that he used to fight the war with the knife, with the sword. But what killed my father is after they fought war and captured my village, where they name that is where we live today. They have agreement. They had took an oath and said everybody must be truthful no matter what happened. You must be truthful. Later when people begin to come, people begin to see it, they begin to burn this one, we burn this one, we marry so many wives, we burn. So people, they begin to increase in number in the village. One of those among our grandfathers brothers that fought for the village, one of their son grew up, and a case came out, a case of bribe. And if you eat that bribe, there is no two ways for you, you will die. Because that my grandfather is a strong man. There is no how, because he have a wealth. When we talk about wealth, he have it those days. Do you know what they do? If they close relation that they meet and gave that close relation a bribe, say that you go and give my grandfather. Do you know what my grandfather said? When he come, he said, he began to mention that thing that happened to Wazirike. When Wazirike is in, because when you listen to Wazirike said, on that fateful night, all his commander come. There is
Exactly.
nothing he can do than to surrender. He came and tell my grandfather that this person have collected his own share, this person have collected his own share, this person have collected, not even knowing that it's a lie, that they are looking for a way to kill him. My brother, my grandfather, those days, there is no access of phone call to confirm. My grandfather said, okay, since this person have collected, he trusted this person very well. Oh. I'm talking about Serving your enemy and come back in shame.
Exactly.
He he collected the thing. Do you know my grandfather? He never lived to 2 years after that thing. He fall sick. He did not survive in that sickness. He died. The man that did this thing, do you know what later killed the man?
Hmm.
Ordinary water that coming from one joint to the other. They say that the water swallowed the man. He died. The reason I'm saying this is this. The truth must be told. There is where we come from.
Exactly.
Whoever that have ear, let him hear. You want to please somebody because of a piece of bread. You sold your brother and you're expecting something positive. No, 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 no. No. The enemy doesn't work so.
No, it doesn't.
All this propaganda. The reason I'm saying this is this. All we Biafrans that stand, if God in heaven can give us just a mind like my own, oh, if we see any governor, everybody should stand up and go home. Don't talk. Oh. If we can emulate that thing, even if the governor meet you for church or the senator or the house of assembly meet you for
Listen
church,
for him.
gather the and tell pastor bye bye to your tent,
Oh,
oh
Israel.
Israel. When they ask you, brother, where are you going? You say, no problem. I don't want problem. Yes, because if you talk, they will kill you. Pastor, no problem. Next Sunday we will come. And when they come to where they are doing family meeting, immediately come, everybody will pick his or her bag
Very nice
and
one.
begin to go. If everybody can be like me, seriously, this thing is simple mathematics.
Isolate them
I want,
completely. Isolate them.
I want,
I
I
make.
want to be a
I
governor.
think I buy that idea.
Just treat them like people that have leprosy. Treat them like people that have leprosy. Even when they come to touch the water that you fetch, you throw the water and say, thank you, I don't want. You understand? Je, 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 and went out. Because this thing that is happening, people that is innocent because of ignorance that will die for this thing is more.
It's too much.
And I pray for wisdom for our brothers and sisters who, because of ignorance, are following. I weep. I weep. Most of the times, I weep. I weep. I said it yesterday. If it is southeast, that is what is happening in Israel, that Pakistan go and throw bomb, happen in the east. My brother, do you know there is some men of God that will tell you, let us pray?
Of course. That's what
I'm,
they will tell you.
I'm serious.
That is what they will say.
That, that people will not tell you to defend yourself.
That's what they will tell you to pray.
Look at Israel, they defended themselves. They say, since you first of all throw bomb to me, I will tell you that I also have bomb missiles that I'm going to throw to you. 50-50.
Of course.
That is what every one of us need to understand. It is time to do it 50-50.
An eye for an
Only
eye.
thing is, eye to eye. Only thing is, never go first of all look for their trouble.
Exactly.
But if they come to kill you, make sure you kill him or her so that your life will be safe. But all these people, many of us are still behaving like I don't know what is on our brain. I can't explain. This is the simple mathematics. Accelerate, just treat them like people that have leprosy. Because those days, people that have leprosy, they put them in the forest.
Yes.
They stay different. You say, sir, please, I want to have, please go. I don't want you to touch me with your evil desire.
Hmm.
Just went. I just dey pray, God, touch my people. Even if the governor call for party, Mr. Governor, even if people, except people that is, let me say, is co-party, Because if for example now I'm a senator, I come host party in my village, and nobody from my village come. Now only the friend where I invite to come. My brother,
It's questionable.
it- it's questionable.
They will be
It's
ashamed of
questionable.
themselves.
They'll be ashamed of themselves. But no, some people. Okay, look at Alaba. Do you know that Alaba was locked for some times? Do you know that?
Yeah. Is it Alaba or Ladepo?
Alaba and Ladipo is locked for some times because they say environmental sin.
Yeah.
Do you know that if they said, let us do sit at home now, the same people will be shouting, what will I be eating? Oh? What will I be taking? Oh? My children there for school. Oh? But now the same enemy is telling you to stay, and you stay. It baffles me. Do you know that if they said, we let us stay, let us leave the some people, ha, some people, my brother. But you see it, they're using style and crushing the economy, but they don't know. They don't know. But if you, my brother, let us continue because I believe we are going somewhere.
Yes. Yeah.
And God, the God who created, there is what we call Chiko Kike. Ọ ya bụ ihe kere ihe niile. O
Yes.
nwere onye kere ya.
What of
O nwere onye kere ya.
what
Ọ
of
sọsọ ya
creation?
nwa bụ onye kere ihe niile. Onye okike mana o nwere onye kere ya. Ọ ya ka m ji akpọ ya Chukwu okike
What of
mana o nweghị
creation?
onye kere ya.
Yeah.
He created himself by himself, and he exalted himself and said, I am the I'm the Lord of the whole universe. Little, they never see anything. No. They never see anything. And say, let me remove my cap. I don't think that these people listen to the word of prophet. Then they listen to the word of prophet. Because if they can go and listen to the voice of Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, they will understand that the prophecy fulfilled.
Absolutely.
Why is Jesus Kanu crying? Why is Dave Umai? Do you know that Dave Umai contested? Do you know how much he spent?
Exactly.
Emefiele spent. You know the reason I know they call all those Emefiele and this thing because they use them. They are the people that makes them to be suppressing us.
Exactly.
Because people that started the first coup is not an Igbo man. This Jonathan, and not be after. It's like when when they come out from that office, they will remember what they're supposed to do. Maybe they're using something. Is it not after Jonathan come out from office? He said Nigeria unity is not that they never discuss anything about Nigeria unity. Why wouldn't him do it that space of a time? So let us discuss the unity of this country. But no, they never talk. I think it's yesterday. It's fake news when they're saying Gowon is dead. You know, I made comment before. I said Gowon will not die; he will stay alive.
Yeah, I
And
think
thank God we have
I
already.
saw the news yesterday. I was just watching it to see but later they said it's a fake news.
I said Gowon will not die. He will not. He will see. You see that havoc he caused. Him and Obasanjo, they will see it in the Kurokuro eyes.
They will.
You see that. Our this is our freedom. That is to show you all these things that is happening is showing us that is around the corner.
It
Let
will
everybody
happen.
get prepared.
Yes.
Don't be discouraged.
Brother he have been hooked up. Let's see. Let's wait for him to connect again and proceed. I think.
In the Korokoro eyes, they will not die. They will live. The one that answer say, well, die go where? You now here you go remain. Even if you are shitting on your trouser, you will shit on your trouser until you see it. by massacring our people for no reason, killing innocent people for no reason. They never even see anything. Not only Igbos will serve Nigeria and come back. Those that kill our brothers and sisters, they will see it, and they will see the Biafran flag up.
Of course, they
They
are
will
already
see it.
facing it. They are
They
already
will
facing
see
it.
it. In this Kurokuro eyes, they will see it. They will also shed tears and regret the reason why they come and kill our mothers and our fathers for no reason. So thank you, my brother. He that have ear, let him hear. It
Thank you
is
so much.
time to begin to just separate yourself from these people. They cannot offer you anything. They give you
Nothing.
gun to fight for election. At the end of the day, hungry is doing who is full, and none of their children is with gun. So many of us, do you know the funny thing about this, our Igbo brothers and sisters? So many of us cannot, they never see AK-47 one-on-one. But Fulani boy of 12 years can cockle gun. That
Of
means
course.
that boy can perform wonders when they enter your compound.
Absolutely.
But you are here in the name of Jesus. I didn't say Jesus no they save. I didn't say God no they save. But first of all, you must defend yourself.
Exactly. There are things you have to
You
do.
must defend yourself. God have all powers. I still say it again. If God will have angels, soldiers of war, why wouldn't I prepare myself for anything that will come on my way? Physically, because spiritually is God that solved all those spiritual things.
Yes.
Physically that I'm seeing, why wouldn't I try my best to solve my own? But no, everything na God. No, God no will kill himself. God have did everything. Whoever that have ear in this struggle, let him
Let
have
him
ear.
hear.
For me, I strongly believe whatever they do, we are going to exist in this, not be next generation. In this my generation, me,
Of
I will
course. Of course.
witness it.
We will.
I will have peace that others have. That
Definitely.
when I go out, I will not be afraid of gunmen. I will not be afraid of robbers. I will not be afraid of people that will come to my business area and use bulldozer and destroy it. I will not be afraid. But this one, even to buy land, you'll be afraid because somebody will just wake up and come and demolish the house you built.
Exactly.
Is that kind of society you want to stay? Suffer not they tire you. So, as in, suffer no dey tire some people. Hardship, let me tell you, is it some people, the little data some of us use to comment and to be caught and abusing somebody, use it and see what others are using.
Yes.
Instead of they abusing somebody, you don't know what they're doing, you are a fool, you are a perima, you are this, you are, use that data and go and see develop. There are some people that doing farm, but
Mm-hmm.
that rice they are planting, they're using machine to plant it. Go and see what it called technology. Life easy to do agriculture. Every time you will be carrying hoe, carrying cutlass, cutting bushes. And when they tell you, say, we want to liberate you so that we use machine to do this thing, don't stress yourself too much. You say, no, now suffer na him, I better make I dey suffer myself. Not only politician will serve zoo and come back with shame. Those that is fighting for their politics, they go and carry bullet balls, and they will come back with shame. Not be only
Yes.
politician,
Yes.
not
They
be only
will come back.
politician. Anybody that is following politician will serve government of the zoo and come back in
In
shame.
shame.
Because men will not center it on only politician. There are some people, there are some
You're right.
youth
I agree with you.
personally they will just because this person are my brother, let me kill somebody because of am. go and serve that your idiot brother and come back with the disgrace. After you fight for the election, are you not hustling, looking for a way to eat? Did he bring any water in your village?
For where?
Did he give you light?
For
Did
where?
you give you free transportation? It is time for everybody to renew his mind or her mind. It is time. Come for politics, sir. I don't go anywhere. For the barristers, I know, I always said it. What will it take them? Sir, our client is discharged and acquitted. I will gather my bag and go. Simple. Because if I be lawyer, any case that I finish, my brother, I no go come again for any serious.
Every
It's
day.
better for that.
Every day
It's
you
better.
hear done and dusted. After saying done and dusted, you still go back to court again.
Yes, it's better for that person to go and look for another lawyer that because if for me, I would say, sir, this case I have won this case. Allow the man to go. For me, I am going to do my business. I have business I'm doing. Je. But what are you simple? What are they going there to do? I see them. They never see anything.
Hmm.
Him and Ejiofor and
It's my
both
cup.
of them, Ifeanyi, I be whatever they call himself. That
A
fight
lawyer and they find they
must
are
come to
opening a gate
reality,
of hell for themselves.
so that we know what is hidden.
Hmm.
I'm praying that fight they never see anything. They must bring it out and say, this is how we wrote it. This is how we said we do it. Thank you very much, my brother.
Chukwu Okike is about to make a heavy revelation. Thank you, my beloved brother.
So thank you, my brother.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that wonderful contribution. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect you. I appreciate. Thank you. To fellow Biafrans that are watching wherever you are watching from, our beloved brother have really nailed this very topic and touched on several issues that are dear to our hearts. These are fellow Biafrans speaking from all angles, from all part of the world. People are keen in, even from Biafra land, making their contributions. Onye gburu nwanne ya bụrụ odogwu. Just have that at the Pokemon. There's no way you would take away your own brother and you think that tomorrow it will be better for you. It cannot be better for you. You cannot tell your brother to your enemy and expect your enemy to trust you. They won't trust you. Never. You're welcome, my beloved brother, George Money. Thank you. Good to see you again. You're welcome, brother.
Good morning, fellow dear friends.
You're welcome.
Um, the heat is on. Seriously, the heat is on. Well, just like our brother said, the people carrying gun in the north and here. The only thing they succeeded in with one thing, one weapon. They just put fear into us.
Yes.
Yes, they don't want us. They just made us to believe that immediately we see army and the police will become afraid. But I thank God from the area I am, they should come now. That is why I've been waiting. Those days when DOS were like, when director, like the day I was in a director's house, 217 before that incident, I was
Yeah.
in a house. Yes. I say something in the barrack then because today you're giving us hope that this thing will happen and people are waiting. At the time they will lose interest. But thank God for our PM today. Thank God for our PM. Because when you look at these people, they use our people around. Any
Yes.
little thing, maybe you keep my ordinary match, they will just write petition against you. Then they will come and carry you, frustrate you, make you put fear into you that next time you see such thing, you just run away.
Yeah.
So, but I am pleading and asking our people, if we are really ready with this pressure that is all over the world, I think let us do this thing once and for all. Everybody just rest. If we are really ready,
I agree with you.
because there is something I mean by really ready. Because we here, we are ready. We just waiting for that signal. So just like during that their answers, when they were like chasing our brothers up, and I took them to my farm, my poultry farm. because I took my people to my poultry farm where they say Shabbat people, this, that, that. I took them to my poultry farm to kill them. They came there and bought my poultry, but am I not surviving? So all those things, when people talk like that, let us do this thing once and for all, so that this man will not die. God one will not die.
If
God
you
one
see him,
should come
you will
back.
take an eye, see waiting the cause.
He will come back. He will not, even if he's dead, he should wake up. So that he will see this thing once and for all. So let us do this thing, because the heat is all over the world now as it stands. So
Yes.
let us take this opportunity. Let us do this thing once, so that they also, the eyes will also be on us.
Mm.
So thank you. That is a little I want to add this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my
Yeah.
beloved brother. I am so happy to see you today. I'm so happy for that
Yeah.
contribution. You have spoken very, very well. Keep it up. Keep it up. Just keep that fire
Yeah.
burning over there. And I
Yeah.
promise you that the Prime Minister is watching, he's listening, he's hearing. Every comment
Yeah.
you are making is giving him an encouragement.
Yes.
Don't be
No
disappointed.
problem.
Don't be disappointed. Don't lose anything you know you can do on your own. Continue to do it.
Yeah.
Our Prime Minister is moving ahead. The speed is even too much. He is not looking, he's not trying to flinch an inch. So just like my brother you see that has just spoken now, he's doing his own part. You see the people that are coming on this platform, these are people that are hardcore. People who were there with Mazen Nandekan, even in the first attack in his house. From 2015, the original IPO, people that have the spirit of freedom in them. It is not, forget about all these Nzama people who come and claim what they are not. There are people who are solidly with that spirit of Mazen Nandekano, who want freedom genuinely. And when you hear them speak, you will understand. And they are everywhere in Biafra land. From the coastal region, there are hardcore Biafrans, hardcore in coastal region. That is why I tell people, when you begin to look and say, oh, this area not sitting at home, this area, do not mind. If you know that your own area, on your own side, any way you can sensitize your own people, continue to sensitize them. Let us stop looking at other people's shoulder. Oh, this one is not doing, this one is not doing. Focus on your own area. Focus on, we are not saying that you don't bring information, bring an information, but don't go on blame. Do not blame. You can reprimand people, you can call people out when they are messing up, but don't blame so much. Don't lay your strength on blames. In our own side, the Igbo Biafrans have a responsibility. The Igbo Biafrans are the majority. The Igbo Biafrans are just like the senior brothers, and they have a responsibility on their shoulders. So you don't expect others to do what you are doing. But I bet you we had hardcore people, hardcore Biafrans in the riverine area, in our coastal region. They are there, waiting for the order. Very, very much available. They are waiting for the order. And I bet you, this rain that will fall, when it starts falling, then you begin to understand. You see this rain that want to fall. When this rain begin to fall, you begin to understand that you are not alone. Shukwu Okike Abiyama, that gave us this assignment, know why he gave it to us. And we answer that call. No man born of a woman can stop the coming of Biafra. You can. Who the hell you think you are? To challenge Chukwu Okike Abiyama. You can't challenge God. What the creator of heaven and earth have put in place, you can't challenge it. He has the master plan. What we are doing today is to follow the master plan. And as long as we are following that master plan to the actualization of Biafra, there's nothing any man can do. They can only try. They can only distract. They can only delay. But that delay is enough. In 2023, all hell will break loose. Just as my brother just said now, when you look at the world, you see how different gates have been opened. If you look at what is happening in the world today, you will see that this is the time. The time is ripe. The time is ripe. And we will not be left behind. I bet you we will not be left behind. I trust our Prime Minister because he is a man that reads the time. Just like Mazen Nandekan. Mazen Nandekan knows the value of time. You can remember when Mazen Nandekan began to ask for defense of Biafra land when he went to the United States. Mazen Nandekan went to the United States to ask for the defense of Biafra land. And people were laughing at him. Some called him mad.
Some call him troublemaker. Some say he doesn't know what he's talking. But today, every single one of them today, they are the one running helter skelter today. What are we going to do? But Mazen Nandekano was calling and warning a very long time of what is coming today. Today, here are we. Every single thing I have spoken about are happening. They are happening. But I thank you, Mazen Nandekano did not stop. Even when he approached them and they refused, he continued to work. He continued to work up to the extent of giving us a security outfit. He gave us a security outfit. Today, we have volunteers. We have good number of volunteers who are willing to put their life on the line to get freedom. All thanks to Mazen Nandekan. Volunteers, right, left, and center, very much ready. Very, very much ready. In the era of our Prime Minister, Mazen Samanekwa, he knows the time also. That was why when Mazen Samanekwa joined, he knows the time. He was working with time and he said, I cannot be in this struggle for 5 years without result. Working with time. He had a target and he opened his mouth and tell you, I know when Biafra will come. That is a man that has a target. And in 2023, you have seen it. The appearance of Biafra is coming so fast. And me, personally, I believe that in this 2023, Biafra will be actualized. It does not matter what any man says. It does not matter what I see. I do not work according to things I see. See beyond the physical. Stop looking at the giant you are seeing. Stop asking unnecessary questions. Obedience is what is required now. Obedience and support. Obedience. Obey every order that is coming from our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa. Obey every instruction that is coming from Biafra Republic of Nigeria. That is the only government that is going to save you. Very soon, the de facto government in the homeland will take over completely. You must obey instructions. You must give your support if you diligently want your freedom. There's no two ways about it. It is not in a contest. If you refuse to support, you have yourself to blame. Those of you that are acting as an informant against their own brother, if you are an informant against your brother, there is no way you will betray your brother and that your enemy will trust you. It is impossible. Every time you make a move to betray your brother, you are actually betraying yourself. That is something people don't know. Any day you make any step to betray your own brother, that very day you dig your grave. Just like those of them who are working with the zoo, planning on how to kidnap Mazen Samanekwa, volunteering themselves to kidnap Mazen Samanekwa. The very day they sit down and make that plan, that is the day they write their own death wish. Because that same man whom you are using against your brother can never ever spare you. Because he knows if you cannot spare your brother, you will not spare him, an outsider. If you could sell your brother for a pot of porridge, you will sell your enemy for a stick of cigarette. So they won't spare you. The earlier you begin to know this, the better. Be warned. Serve the zoo and come back in shame. Serve the zoo and come back in shame. And for those of them who want to dance in the marketplace, Chukwu Okikabia will continue to disgrace everyone who has contributed in one way or another to blackmail Biafrans, to blackmail our Prime Minister, to blackmail Mazen Nandekano. In any angle where you have participated, you will be disgraced. When the gods will kill a man, they will make him deaf and dumb. After they have done the things they do in secret, today we are waiting for them. They will expose themselves. Exposition is already going. You see some of them in the media already exposing themselves. They are already exposing themselves, and more exposition is going to come. Be very careful. Be very careful. Each time you betray your own brother, you are betraying yourself. Be very careful. If you serve the zoo, you are going to come back in shame. And the way we are now, is still on a high speed. If it doesn't come to you in a day, it will come in a week. If it doesn't come in a week, it will come in a month. If it doesn't come in a month, it will come in a year. But it will come on as long as you are not living right, it must come to your doorstep. I appreciate everybody who has participated on today's program. Wherever you joined us from, if you join from Biafra land, you join from Asia, Europe, America, I appreciate you, and I pray that Chukwu Okike Abịama will guide and protect every Biafrans across the world. May Chukwu Okike Abịama guide and protect the ESN, guide and protect the Biafran Liberation Army, guide and protect the strike force, guide and protect the Black Marine. Everyone that is genuinely fighting for Biafra, may Chukwu Okike Abịama guide and protect them. May Chukwu Okike Abịama guide and protect all our media warriors that are speaking on different platforms. May Chukwu Okike Abịama guide and protect them and secure them. Keep them safe until we get to our promised land. There's nothing we can do than to continue to stay strong and stand firm in our words. We must not lose courage if we get to that state. We must not give up. We must continue until we win. You're welcome, my beloved brother. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, bro, please let me wear clothes.
Okay. So, my fellow Biafrans, as we have said and we have said, and every information that is coming, you must have to know that betraying your own cannot make you a hero. Selling your own brother will not make you a hero. Each time you make any move of selling your brother, you are actually selling yourself. Whenever you betray your brother, you are betraying yourself. Don't think it's just about your brother, it is about you. Be very careful. We are entering into Biafra, whether they like it or not. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, bro, I know you're about to close. I know you're at the verge of closing.
It's okay, go ahead.
I just want to greet our people and tell them to continue doing what they're doing. And I want to use this medium to even talk to those of you who are in the government in Israel. If you think that you are irreplaceable and you can do what you want to do, nobody is irreplaceable in this Biafra cause. That's why our Prime Minister said Biafra first. It means that you are not irreplaceable. My brother, I want to encourage you to continue doing what you are doing. Chukwu Okike Abịama will continue to be with you. I know it's not easy. Remember the prophecy of our leader. He said God is going to shake the whole world. Is the whole world not shaking now? The whole world is shaking. For you to know that the coming of Biafra is closer. We are at the door already. We are about to enter. The only thing you own the government is to follow instruction. There is video I saw today on X. The people that call our people at home and tell them that they are Biafra Liberation Army, that they have break their law and their rule, that they should pay money. Don't pay anybody money. The government in Israel is taking care of the Biafra Liberation Army and the ESN. Just be focused and be conscious and be security alert. Pay your ear on the ground that you will get everything that is going on. May God bless you, my brother. I rest my mind here.
So much, my brother. Thank you so much for that very quick one. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And may Chukwu Okike Abịama guide and protect you. Thank you so much, my brother. So, fellow Biafrans, and protect every one of you. God and protect our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. God and protect our Supreme Leader Mazi Nandeka. And we pray that Chukwu Okike will be our God and protector. Thank you so much. Remain blessed, and I will see you again tomorrow, same time. We will come here again and do what we know how to do best. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe. See you tomorrow.